TKO's huge 2025 first quarter profits revealed. 5 shocking Backlash matches WWE scrapped. Logan Paul dethrones Jey Uso. Logan Paul gets a long-time WWE employee fired. The WWE is holding a mega tryout at AEW show. Randy Orton in trouble with his wife because of a 27-year-old female star. Vince McMahon refuses to hand over misconduct documents. Let's dive right in. 5 shocking Backlash matches WWE scrapped. WWE Backlash 2025 is almost here, and the Stamford crew has been hyping up some big fights for the premium live event. But not every match made the final cut. Here are 5 bouts the company dropped for the St. Louis show. Number 1, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa have been throwing harsh words at each other ever since Solo came back after losing the Tribal Combat match to Roman Reigns on Raw's Netflix debut. The Samoan werewolf felt ditched by his leader, and his fierce loyalty has turned into bold, independent moves. Jacob was furious when Solo cost him a shot at the United States Championship against LA Knight before WrestleMania 41. But Fatu didn't just grab a title shot at Mania. He won the WWE United States Championship all on his own, without the New Bloodline's help. This drama hinted at a major clash between them at Backlash, but instead, Fatu will defend his title in a fatal 4-way match. Oddly enough, Solo Sikoa is the reason for this multi-man showdown. So, while WWE is still setting these teammates up for a fight, St. Louis won't be the place where they settle their score. Number 2, Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor has been quietly fuming for months, sometimes letting his frustration spill out over not being the main guy in the Judgment Day. After Damian Priest left, Dominic Mysterio became the target of all his anger. Things were supposed to explode when Dirty Dom snatched a win from Balor at WrestleMania 41, pinning him to become the new Intercontinental Champion. Balor's still got that scowl, but he's keeping his cool for now. When he turned on Priest, he bided his time for a whole year. It'll be wild to see when Balor and Dominic finally throw down, since St. Louis won't be the spot for their showdown. Number 3, CM Punk and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Seth Rollins pulled a master move at WrestleMania 41, teaming up with Paul Heyman to betray CM Punk and Roman Reigns with a low blow in Las Vegas. Taking his time with a steel chair, the Visionary crushed the OTC and pinned him for the victory. On Raw after Mania, the Architect bragged about his triple threat win with the Wiseman by his side, but Roman Reigns and CM Punk crashed his party. Rollins handled Punk solo, while Braun Breaker took out Reigns before he could strike. This set the stage for a possible tag team match, with the Tribal Chief and the Second City Saint teaming up again, brought together by Paul Heyman but for totally different reasons. Still, WWE didn't lean into this storyline much. Instead, Seth Rollins challenged Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, and Punk teamed with Sami Zayn to back up Mr. Yeet, with no sign of Reigns. So, this huge tag team clash isn't happening at Backlash. Number 4, Nia Jax's WWE Women's Championship reclamation. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton snagged the title on the first SmackDown of the year, cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on Nia Jax to kick off her first main roster title run. Fresh off a WrestleMania win against Charlotte Flair, Stratton got blindsided by Jax on the SmackDown after Mania. Their rivalry was primed for a big PLE match, but WWE decided not to put Tiffany Stratton on the Backlash card. Instead, Nia Jax and Jade Cargill will battle for the number 1 contender spot for the WWE Women's Championship, but the winner won't face Tiffy in St. Louis. WWE might be stirring the pot to heat up this feud, as both stars have shifted their focus to other rivals for now. Number 5, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. The Jey Uso and Logan Paul rivalry is easily the least built up on this list. The Maverick ambushed Uso backstage last week, and the World Heavyweight Champion tried to call him out in a segment this week, but Paul Heyman stole the spotlight, and Mr. Yeet ended up defending his title against Seth Rollins in Raw's main event. Logan Paul wasn't totally gone, though. He hit Uso with another sneak attack after the win, once the show was off the air. This suggests their feud is still in the works, so the WWE Universe will have to wait past Backlash for this match to take shape. Logan Paul dethrones Jey Uso. The WWE Universe roared when Jey Uso triumphed at WrestleMania 41. The Yeet Master took on Gunther in the opening match of the show of shows for the World Heavyweight Championship, and after months of grit, walked away as champion. Now, Uso holds the World Heavyweight title, but the Bloodline stars got no time to rest. He went toe-to-toe with Seth Rollins for the belt on Monday Night Raw, and now one of wrestling's most despised heels, Logan Paul, has his eyes on Jey's shiny new prize. No official match has been set, but it feels like a collision between these two is coming fast. When they finally square off, the Maverick should take the World Heavyweight Championship. It might sound like a bold call, but there are solid reasons why it has to go down this way. Here's why Logan Paul needs to dethrone Jey Uso for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Number 1. Logan Paul as champion sets up a hero to topple him. Jey Uso had his big moment by beating a nearly unbeatable villain who many WWE fans couldn't stand. It's like when Cody Rhodes took down Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. There's a pattern here. When a hated star grabs the world title, it makes the moment sweeter when a fan-favorite hero rises up and snatches it away. Logan Paul is the perfect heel. Nobody's more despised than him. Whoever beats him for the belt will have a legendary moment. Take Sami Zayn, for example. He's been saying he'll be world champion, and fans are dying to see it. Imagine Sami ending Logan Paul's reign. The crowd would lose it, hoisting Sami up in celebration. Number 2. It'd be a jaw-dropping twist nobody sees coming. Logan Paul becoming a WWE star was a shock to begin with. When he first showed up and teamed with The Miz, most thought it'd be a one-time gig, but Paul kept coming back, wrestling for WWE over the years and even winning the United States Championship. Still, the world title is a whole different level. Fans don't truly believe Logan could be the top dog in the company. That's exactly why it should happen. You can't always lean on shock value, but Triple H knows that fans' stunned faces as Logan holds the world title high would be a moment etched in history. Number 3. Logan Paul would shine a huge spotlight on WWE. Logan Paul wears many hats. Sure, he's a WWE star, but he's also been an amateur wrestler, boxer, actor, musician, and comedian. He's a YouTuber, podcaster, and influencer, a controversial celebrity known far beyond wrestling, for better or worse. Wherever Logan goes, eyes follow. If he's world champion, that belt will get noticed too. He'd likely bring it to non-wrestling events, showing it off while rubbing elbows with other big names. The buzz Paul could create for WWE makes a strong case for putting the title on him. Number 4. This could spark an epic triple threat match at a big event. As mentioned, Jey Uso faced Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw in a killer match, but it was chaos with interference from Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk. Seth Rollins probably thinks he's owed a rematch. If Logan Paul dethrones Jey Uso as World Heavyweight Champion, it could set up a wild storyline. Picture a massive triple threat match at an upcoming premium live event. Rollins deserves another shot, and Jey would likely get one too if Paul takes the belt. Adam Pearce could throw all three in the ring with the title up for grabs. It raises big questions. Logan and Seth have bad blood. Would they team up to take out Jey? Could Braun Breaker mess with Logan or Uso? It'd be a gripping story, so Logan winning the gold might be the smartest play. Logan Paul gets a longtime WWE employee fired. WWE superstar Logan Paul has been clashing with a longtime company worker for ages. Recently, it looked like the Maverick got this employee canned. Logan often shares backstage WWE moments on his YouTube vlogs, and he's constantly bickering with Stu, a cameraman. Fans might recognize Stu from John Cena's entrances, where the legend gives him a shout-out before sprinting to the ring. In Logan's latest vlog, he noticed Stu was nowhere to be found. The Maverick wondered if WWE let the cameraman go after seeing him rile up Paul. Another cameraman chimed in, saying Stu got the boot, which thrilled Logan. But it was all a big joke between Paul and the camera crew. Bro, you know what's funny? I don't see Stu here. Why is that funny? It's possible that they saw him antagonizing the top athlete, number one in the company, and were like, bro, we gotta get this guy out of here. He's probably doing a meet and greet or something, bro. What's his deal? I don't know, dude. He wants to be famous. I don't know why. He's got the face for radio. Tell you that. Did Stu get fired? Cameraman 1, no. He did not. Do you want him fired? A little bit. Seems like an a-hole. Cameraman 2, he got fired. I knew it. It's about time, bro. Round of applause for the WWE, he said. The WWE is holding a mega tryout at AEW show. AEW is WWE's toughest rival in the wrestling world right now. But word is, the Triple H run company is planning a mega tryout at an upcoming AEW event, aiming to snag some top talent. Of course, WWE isn't literally holding tryouts during an AEW show. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, they're closely watching AEW's Grand Slam Mexico event, hoping to sign skilled wrestlers for their newly acquired AAA brand. This move comes after their success at Forbidden Door, which left a big mark and led to signing NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer. This news matches a report from Super Luchas' Ernesto Ocampo, who said WWE views the week of AEW's Mexico event as a mega tryout to scoop up talented stars from Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre for AAA. It'll be thrilling to see which wrestlers at AEW Grand Slam Mexico catch WWE's eye. Tony Khan better stay sharp, or he might lose some of his best to his biggest competitor. While WWE is eyeing CMLL talent, they've also cut ties with some of their own recently. On May 2nd, several superstars stars were let go and are now serving 1-month no-compete clauses. Meanwhile, 9 other former WWE stars have officially hit the free agent market. Back in February, the Stamford company released several performers. Their non-compete clauses are now up, so Akam, Rezar, Blair Davenport, Cedric Alexander, Isla Dawn, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Giovanni Vinci, and Elektra Lopez can sign anywhere. It's exciting to think about where these skilled wrestlers might land next. All 9 are incredibly talented and sure to shine in new places. Randy Orton in trouble with his wife because of a 27-year-old female star. Randy Orton spilled some surprising tea about how blasting a popular rapper's music keeps landing him in hot water with his wife, Kim Orton. The Viper shared that cranking up Sexy Red's tunes in the gym always sparks trouble at home. Both Orton and the 27-year-old rapper come from St. Louis, and they hit it off last October after an NXT episode, connecting over their hometown pride. In a recent Billboard interview, Orton gave Sexy Red major props, even ranking her among his top 5 rappers ever, but he admitted her songs get him in the doghouse with Kim when he plays them during workouts. Ah man, you know what? I get in trouble with my wife if I play her songs in the gym. I got to meet Sexy at an NXT show in October, and my wife and kids were there. She was great, and of course she's from St. Louis. I don't know who I'd take off, but maybe we'll do a top 5 and throw Sexy in there too, said Orton. In the same interview, Orton opened up about pitching the idea to face Joe Hendry at the Show of Shows after Kevin Owens had to pull out. He said he had a blast at Mania this year, thanks to a quick but unforgettable match with Hendry that didn't require a grueling, high-stakes performance. It was perfect. It was different from anything else on the card. It was a legitimate surprise, and we were able to keep it a surprise for the most part. We got that really cool, holy sh moment when his music hit, and it was great. He was great. It was actually a stress-free fun Mania for me, because I didn't have this crazy 30 minutes balls-to-the-walls match with all this high-risk SH. I had this cool little segment with Joe, and we didn't have to do much to have fun out there. So I was really able to enjoy the week and just soak it all up, Randy Orton said. Right now, Randy Orton is gearing up for a huge showdown with his longtime rival John Cena at Backlash 2025, battling for Cena's undisputed WWE Championship. Vince McMahon refuses to hand over misconduct documents. Vince McMahon is caught in a heated legal fight as WWE shareholders demand he hand over critical documents tied to the 2023 merger with UFC's parent company, Endeavor. On April 29, 2025, the Laborers District Council and Contractors Pension Fund of Ohio filed a motion in the Delaware Court of Chancery, pushing McMahon to release internal messages mentioning sexual misconduct topics. Court papers from WrestleNockmas show the shareholders want all related documents from January 1st, 2022 to March 12th, 2024, covering sexual misconduct claims, hush money payments, and WWE's internal responses. This includes the 2022 WWE board probe into allegations against McMahon and former executive John Laurinaitis. The shareholders say these files are key to showing why McMahon forced his way back onto WWE's board in January 2023 and allegedly pushed the Endeavor merger to stay in control despite the misconduct scandal. The lawsuit claims McMahon picked Endeavor because other buyers wouldn't let him keep his power due to the allegations. McMahon's lawyers are fighting back, saying only messages directly about the merger or involving certain top executives matter. The shareholders argue this tight focus wrongly leaves out important internal talks, like those about McMahon's choices during the 2022 investigation fallout and messages with board members he ousted. The motion asserts, plaintiffs are not seeking to relitigate the merits of the underlying sexual misconduct allegations or assess the rigor of any investigation. Rather, plaintiffs are focused on obtaining discovery about how the sexual misconduct topics impacted McMahon's motivations and decision-making. Despite McMahon's pushback, both sides agreed on search terms and a discovery plan. The filing says McMahon's search turned up fewer than 6,000 documents, a number the shareholders call reasonable and manageable for a case this big. But McMahon keeps using a narrowed responsiveness rule, leaving out documents unless they specifically mention the merger or involve select executives. McMahon has until May 14th to respond to the motion. The shareholders also want to know if he used a personal cell phone during this time, hoping to include texts with Laurinaitis and Stephanie McMahon in the discovery. The lawsuit also calls out other WWE bigwigs like President Nick Khan, Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque, and board members George Barrios and Michelle Wilson, claiming they failed their duties by not ensuring a fair sale process. They say Endeavor wasn't the highest bidder, but was chosen to protect McMahon's grip on power. WWE's financial records show other offers were on the table. Strategic Party 1 bid $95 to $100 per share, valuing WWE at over $7 billion. Financial Sponsor 1 offered $90 to $97.50 per share, slightly less. A third, Strategic Party 2, came in lower at $76.83 per share, valuing WWE at about $5.7 billion. Yet WWE went with Endeavor's all-stock deal, worth just over $9 billion, or $106 per share. McMahon's troubles don't stop there. He quit WWE and TKO in January 2024 after former employee Janelle Grant filed a federal lawsuit accusing him of sex trafficking. Grant's case, now in Connecticut courts, echoes claims in the Delaware shareholder lawsuit. McMahon also faced a federal criminal probe over non-disclosure agreements. His lawyer said it was dropped, but in February 2025, a federal appeals court ruled that some of McMahon's talks with longtime attorney Jerry McDevitt weren't protected by attorney-client privilege, hinting at possible fraud. If the shareholders win, those who owned WWE stock during the merger could get compensation. They claim the 2022 board investigation into McMahon's misconduct was a sham, and that he rigged the process to hold on to power. What's your take on Vince McMahon refusing to share these documents? Is he covering something up, or is this just a typical legal move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. TKO's huge 2025 first quarter profits revealed. A new report dives into WWE's massive earnings for the first quarter of 2025 as its parent company, TKO Group Holdings, shared its financial results. The Stamford company's revenue has skyrocketed this year. Ever since WWE joined forces with UFC under TKO Group Holdings, business has been booming. Last year, WWE raked in big profits, with nearly every major show selling out. They're pushing to keep that hot streak going in 2025. According to Wrestling Headlines, TKO's first quarter earnings in 2025 jumped by $46.4 million, hitting a staggering $1.269 billion in total revenue. WWE alone saw a $74.8 million boost, bringing its total to $391.5 million, while UFC gained $46.7 million, reaching $359.7 million. TKO's CEO, Ari Emanuel, shared that the company kicked off 2025 with a bang, with both UFC and WWE posting strong numbers in the first quarter. TKO is off to a good start in 2025 with both UFC and WWE delivering solid financial results. Given the strength and momentum of these businesses and no material change to our overall business outlook, we are raising our guidance. At the same time, we are updating guidance to reflect the addition of IMG, On Location, and PBR. Our conviction in our portfolio of assets is strong, and we are now focused on integration, driving synergies, the domestic media rights deal for UFC, and our capital return programs, he said. Fresh off a blockbuster WrestleMania 41, WWE is gearing up for its next major premium live event, Backlash, set for May 10th, 2025. The show will feature huge stars like John Cena, Randy Orton, Gunther, and Becky Lynch. The lineup is loaded, with Cena putting his undisputed WWE Championship on the line against longtime rival Randy Orton. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch aims to add another belt to her collection by taking on Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It'll be exciting to see what Triple H's creative team has in store for the big night.